What is your opinion of the Audi Start Stop System? The newer cars seem to activate before engine is fully warm. Do you recommend leaving it active or turning it off manually in the car all the time? Well, I have an unpopular opinion about this, I think.
Go ahead.
I like it. I mean, it works fine for me. I typically leave them on, and I don't have a problem with it. I'm shocked at how quickly the engine starts. And there could be some really, really tiny imperceptible lag, but if it if it uses less fuel and causes less emissions from the vehicle, then I'm all for it. So I'm not like one of those people who just immediately turns it off every time I get in the car. I know a lot of people, a lot of car people are, and I've heard a lot of car enthusiasts rant and rave about or rant about how much they hate the start stop systems. So far so good from my experience.
'Cause, I mean, the only time it bothers me is after I've like flashed a car and I forget that it has a start stop system, and I'm like doing a test drive or something, and it just stalls, and it's like, oh, what did I do? And then it's
Yeah, and there's a part in me that has PTSD from my
that's
standalone
exactly where it's
ECU tuning days.
and then it's just like
Yeah,
a muscle memory or brain memory.
yeah. I mean, at one point, I worked with engineers, and we created an engine management system called 034 EFI, and there were long periods of time where like the engine's running and just dies, and then you're sitting there trying to restart it, and so it's kind of like the worst thing is for the engine to die because it's not supposed to. It's supposed to just run all the time. And so I do have I do get triggered. I think I did it early on, like, oh no, and like you just
Yeah,
described, like, oh shit, the engine just died. But I think I'm
because
past
it's
that now.
not common on many cars. I mean, we've got a handful here that do. The B9
Yeah.
does. Our last 2020 GTI did.
Oh
But
yeah.
it's not.
The
I mean,
2019, the
it's
2018
we've
A4
only
had
got
it.
a couple of cars here that do it.
Yeah. Yeah, like the TTRS and RS3 don't have it.
Nope.
So I don't think it's a big deal. So do what you want. It's not bad for your engine or anything like that. It's
Yeah, if you want, and if you want to talk about going cold start, stop and start, or cold engine stop and start, um, take a off the lot like A3 hybrid out and run it on electric, and then floor it to merge. It goes from off like overnight off cold to full throttle, like just
yeah.
on going. So
With today's oils,
there's
the cold, the whole cold engine concern is really minimized. And I think we've talked about
I'm
this
not saying
before.
it's you want to do that all the time, but I mean an OEM is done the testing and the engineering at that point. They've
Yeah, and they wouldn't do it if it was very
yeah.
problematic. The newer engines are so good at getting up to temp so much faster too. So in the 60s, it used to take 20 minutes for an engine to get up to temp, and now these engines control the water pump, they control the thermostat, and they can heat up very, very fast. They can keep all the coolant out of the cooling system, for as long as they need to get up to temp.